Alright, let's do this problem. They want us to put this equation of this parabola in the form y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. That's called vertex form. By some people they call that vertex form. And the vertex, in this form, the vertex is h comma k. Notice how there's a negative in front of that right there, okay? So if I can only find what my vertex is, I can plug that in for h and k, and it also, this problem told me to assume that a equals 1 or negative 1. Now remember, when you have a parabola, if the parabola opens upward, then the leading coefficient, or a, is positive. And if the parabola opens downward, then the leading coefficient, or a, is negative. So in this case, what's a going to be, positive 1 or negative 1?
Negative.
It's going to be negative 1 because it opens down. So I've got that much figured out. And what's the vertex? That point right there is the vertex. What is it? 5, comma 7. The vertex is 5, comma 7. So let's plug in 5 for h and 7 for k. You ready? Y equals, and I'm plugging in negative 1 for a. By the way, you could just put negative, not a negative 1, times x minus 5, because that's my h, so I'm minus 5 squared plus 7, because that's my k. There's your equation.
Okay, my mom is...
Now they also want us to find the X intercepts and the Y intercepts for this example, so let's do that as well. The X intercepts, notice that there's going to be 2 X intercepts. There's one here and there's one there. It's where the graph crosses the x-axis. So the 2 X intercepts, I suggest you write them as points because they are points. The points are 2, comma 0 and 7, comma 0. No, that's not 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, comma 0. Right? Is that 8 or 7? That's 8, comma 0. 2, comma 0, 8, comma 0. Those are your x-intercepts. Now let's do the y-intercepts. Remember, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. How many y-intercepts are there?
1.
Just one. It's right there. And the y-intercept is 0, comma, because the x coordinate is 0, 0, comma, negative 8. And then the other thing they wanted was your vertex, which we already found to be 5, comma 7. That's your vertex. So those are the important points on our parabola, graph of our parabola.